Shout out Big Sam Presents with a Z. Mad respect for the veterans. And you're damn right. Keep it diverse until they get triggered. $15. Little man. Put that shit in my hand. From New York to Japan. Stay with the band. Shout out. Keep listening to Big Sam's. Rah!
Greetings. This is Big Sam, and you're listening to Big Sam Presents Raw. Thank you for another episode. Jumping right on in this thing. Man, I'm feeling real good. Getting a lot of positive feedback and response, across social media. And I'm realizing that, wow, I'm in a dope situation. I'm in a dope spot. And some things I need to get a little bit more fervent about, and other things I need to just really relax on and just kind of let it play itself out. So if you've been listening to my podcast, essentially we've been building the business. I've been building the business, and you have been following me along the way, and the business is becoming more and more clearer each week, each month as I progress. And I just want you to continue to support, continue to listen, continue to watch, continue to grow and interact on this journey that I'm taking and I'm sharing with you. And as always, feel free to give me some feedback, give me some interaction, your perspective, your thoughts. Now look here, I'm asking for your thoughts, not so much to shape the direction of the course that I'm going, because I know my game. I know where I'm headed to. I know where my goals are and all that other stuff. Is the journey. Sometimes it just goes in different routes or whatever. So I'm not asking you to guide me. You know, you're not going to persuade me as it relates to what I'm doing. But just how you interpret it, your perspective, I appreciate it, because it helps me understand, helps me grow as a human and understand how people perceive different things. Excuse me. So. I really do appreciate the feedback. Y'all heard all of that. Like I said, Big Sam Presents Raw. That one was whew, boy. I'm sitting here contemplating, am I going to delete this or just keep going? And the verdict is, keep going. So, I figured out how to grow on Instagram. And one of the things that I'm doing, or I switched my account to a business account on Instagram, so that I have the ability to run ads as well as bigger picture where I want to take things. It just makes sense to go ahead and establish myself on social media wise with personal and business accounts, because of, again, the way that social media is the new highway for information and connecting to people. So it is the transportation vehicle, so positioning myself to make sure, I heard someone say this, I'm positioning myself to be a token collector. At work I'm trying to get in the toll booth so I can collect coins as people are coming through this information channel, this traveling thing or whatever. So man, I'm really contemplating if I'm going to delete that or not, and I just don't know. I might, who knows, we shall see. But I have a lot of different things going on. I've really lost my train of thought. Man, that's messed up. Let me try to get back focused. Okay. I'm slowly but surely spreading on social media, and I'm very, very proud of that. I have figured out Instagram and the strategy that can work for me as it relates to Instagram. My business page on Facebook, I'm going to grow that, but I'm going to wait a little bit on that. There's some videos. I have a different strategy for that I'm going to use once I get my band set up. I mean, I can use it any way I want to. That's just the way I'm choosing to do so. But I also am going to use it to promote videos of myself. But with the way that I'm slowly growing on Instagram, I'm kind of holding off on that. The less money I can spend, the better. But then I guess it's a flip side. I look at both sides of the equation. So I'm always going to look at this one, and I'm always going to look at both ways. So it's not that I'm contradicting. I want to look at the full equation. Hopefully, again, you listening, you can eat some of the meat, spit out the bones, take some of the things that I do, and apply it for yourself. But running the ads or whatever for the videos for myself. My intentions with the Facebook was to use it to promote or boost music videos. But now I might do it to promote the videos for my podcast, some of the comedy sketches or whatever, or just my random thoughts. So I haven't really decided. I gotta figure it out, because over the past 48 hours, the past week, the map is becoming a lot more clearer. Since I've gotten into Final Cut Pro, that thing has really opened up a lot of doors for me. And I see a thing that it's hard to explain, but I'm on the right direction. I'm in the right path. I'm in the right way. So I'm using this, all of this stuff. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to keep this podcast, and it is what it is. Get out your head, Sam. Focus. All right. The way I'm growing on Instagram. This is how I'm growing on Instagram. I'm taking 1-minute videos of just random thoughts and or intentional messages or skits and or sketches, whatever. It don't even matter. Like, literally, it could just be some spontaneous stuff. It could just be some stuff I threw together. It could be some regurgitated stuff. And I put my website on the video, and then I post it on Instagram. And then right after I post it, I go in the comments and I put a bunch of hashtags in there. And that's how I'm circulating videos. But I realized that I'm not using enough hashtags. I'm only using 15 when I should be using 40 hashtags, 40 separate hashtags. So I have to go back in, or from now on, use my 40 top hashtags. And then I have my way of how I use hashtags. I have my own branded hashtags. I have hashtags for instance, Elite Circle is not my brand, but Elite Circle is part of the Anchor podcast community, and they use that hashtag Elite Circle as a signature to let people know, we are a group or a network of podcasters and creators that have content that you can be assured will be consistent, will be dope. You can resonate within someone of that network. Share it, like it, and all that other stuff. So using those hashtags, as well as the top hashtags for the trending of the day and related to what I'm trying to get done. So if I'm specifically targeting podcast promoting, I use podcast hashtags, and it could be hashtag podcast, hashtag podcast, plural with an S, hashtag podcast show, hashtag podcast shows, hashtag podcast co-host, hashtag podcast co-hosts, single, plural, and then just cover everything from radio and stuff, and then, well, not everything, but also mix up certain topics that are discussed inside of the show or inside of that episode. So if I speak about college football, I might put a hashtag SEC or Roll Tide. Or if I'm talking about music, I might put a hashtag drummer, hashtag gigging musician. So it's not just using the hashtags that have the highest trending or that is the most popular, but there are some that are specific into the content, and there are some hashtags that may not even make sense to all the other hashtags, as well as I'm also telling a joke inside of the hashtags, because some people, I've learned on Instagram, some people will read over the whole comment or the whole hashtags that attracted them to the post. So then I put a little message in there from time to time, and then I add hashtags in that as well. That has allowed me to get somewhere between 5 to 15 new followers a day by doing so. And I've only been doing it for a couple of days now. I've been doing it consistently for a couple of days now that I've gotten into my Final Cut Pro. So I'm able to make quick videos and post them, and now I can post. I'm pushing myself to post multiple videos a day, as well as inside of Facebook, because I have a business page and it's connected to, as well as inside of Instagram, because I have a business page and it is connected to my Facebook page. When I post my 1-minute video in Instagram, I can select for it to be ran on my business page on Facebook. So it's automatically circulating in Facebook and on Instagram. I will still go in on Facebook. I have done it, and I'm going to keep on doing it. Go on Facebook and post it on my Facebook page as well. And then, of course, saturate it with the different hashtags. That's just Instagram and Alanis because they work together. I'm trying to figure out how to get full or larger content videos on YouTube. That's been a little tricky. YouTube, Instagram TV, Vimeo, and all that other, Patreon, and those other things. But and also I have my Facebook account connected with my Twitter, so whenever my personal Facebook page, I post something on there, it is automatic a tweet. I don't have any. I'm sorry, there's one person that interacts that's also a podcast host. But as relates to building a fan base on Twitter, I've been on Twitter for a long time. I've replied to people's posts and all that stuff. I have not figured out how to get any engagement on a consistent basis at all via Twitter. I'm not giving up on it. I'm just not putting a lot of attention inside of Twitter. But so again, if you've been listening to my shows and following, I give tips and strategies on how to for musicians to monetize different skill sets at trades, hobbies, and all that stuff in between gigs, while you're gigging, and all of that. And then I'm also building a business, so I'm exposing the things that I'm learning along the way, and hopefully, again, encouraging people to jump on out there. I'm 36 years old, disabled veteran, and I can't work for nobody. It's just depressing. I've tried to do it. I love helping people, but just depending on someone to feed my family, it's just not, it ain't working for me. So I don't have a lot of discipline in a lot of areas to that would have made me a more successful business owner before today. So I'm learning and I'm pushing myself to become disciplined and figuring out what areas to become more disciplined in, and exposing it and being transparent about it via these podcasts as well as my videos. So you're getting the full treatment, the full experience. Well, not the full experience because we ain't like next to each other. But if you listen to my podcast, again, I encourage you to listen to the other ones in the past, and you'll see I have over 70 podcasts that are uploaded. You'll see it's been an interesting journey, to say the least, from the start of first getting on this platform to transitioning to just me talking to myself, to different little things or whatever. But we got a little rhythm. I got a little rhythm. I don't know why I say we. Soon, very soon, as a matter of fact, earlier today, I connected with a co-host that I'm extremely excited about. Really looking forward. This is going to be extra dope because of their experience, their education, their lifestyle, the way they grew up, blah, 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 blah. And we are not even in the same time zone, so we're coming from some very unique and different perspectives that people are going to be able to interact with. It's completely outside of the music aspect of my life, and I'm super, man, when I tell you excited, shout out, look here, man, I'm excited. I can't wait to get that thing going. So thank you again for supporting and for sharing. Yo, subscribe to the podcast. I'm telling you, we doing some. I keep saying we because I'm hoping to build an army, build a team, and build an empire. We doing some dope things. We're making some moves, and we're moving kind of fast. My sister, looking forward to working with her. She wants me to shoot a commercial for her. Looking forward to doing that. And then again, like the more I learn and edit and all of this stuff, I'm looking forward to doing even more dope projects and things of that nature, and just spread a good love, good vibes, positivity everywhere I'm able to, and then at some point get on this music and get this music and saturate the world with this music and love. So I appreciate you rocking with me and vibing with me on this journey. Again, thank you, yo. It's so dope. It is like extremely encouraging to get the interaction. Even when people do not agree with me, sometimes I might look at it like, what in the world is this person talking about? But the fact that you're willing to stop your day and interact, I appreciate it. We don't always have to agree. That's cool. That's what makes us so dope and so unique. That's what makes us individuals, is that we do not have to agree on every single thing. But I thank you for taking out your time to interact. I thank you for subscribing and appreciate you so much. Yo, connect with me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Halanis, Tumblr, Google Plus, VK. I'm on some new joint called MeWe, and I'm venturing into another app called Bumble. YouTube, man, I'm all over the place. So I'm on WhatsApp, Telegram, things of that nature like that. LinkedIn, I'm on LinkedIn. I haven't figured out how to work LinkedIn exactly, but I'm on there. Or should I say I'm in there like swimwear. And Instagram, so holla at me. I appreciate you connecting. Thank you so much. I am Big Sam. Until next time, gone.
Hey, what's up, people? This is Big Sam. Hey, man, let me ask you something. Have you considered making your own podcast? Have you considered starting your own podcast? Check this out. When I was trying to get this podcast, Big Sam Presents Raw, off the ground, I really did have a lot of questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen to podcasts? Where do I find advertisers? Lo and behold, I did a little bit of Googling research, and look what I found. The answer to every one of those questions, simply put, is in Anchor. Because Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it is 100% free. Look here, I didn't pay any money to start my podcast. I didn't have to buy any new gear. All I used was my iPhone and the headset. Since then, yes, I've upgraded. But for you, just use your smartphone or your tablet or your computer. So if you always want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm anchor.fm/start to join me, Big Sam, and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. Guess what? I cannot wait to hear from you and co-host a podcast show with you. I am Big Sam. This is Big Sam Presents Raw. Till next time.
With so much content whizzing around out there, there's only one storytelling platform that helps you keep calm and stay informed and inspired. Flipboard. Yes, I am talking about Flipboard. Hello, I am Big Sam, here to introduce you to Flipboard. Flipboard curates the world's stories so you can be smarter in your work, life, and play. You can choose from thousands of topics to personalize Flipboard and get the latest stories from the best publishers, experts delivered to you 24/7. That's right, every day of the week delivered to you. When you see stories that you want to save or share, tap the plus button to add them to your private or public collections. Yo, it's that simple. Used by millions of people every day, Flipboard is how people move themselves and the world forward. Get started right now at flipboard.com. FLIPBOARD.com. And for my veterans, I spell Foxtrot, Lima, India, Papa, Bravo, Oscar, Alpha, Romeo, Delta.com. That is flipboard.com. You can get started right now. Wait a minute. After you finish listening to my podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the sounds of Big Sam Presents. That's right. He's a member of the Elite Circle. And ladies and gentlemen, as you know, if you find hashtag Elite Circle on any of the descriptions on any podcast, you know it's dope. So check them out. It's your girl, the Guru, Lupus Warrior. And as always, you know you can call me the Guru. When you're done listening to Big Sam's, stop on by and say hello. Peace. I'm out.
Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy, DeVille D.I., formerly of Thoughts to Myself podcast. That's right, I said formerly. Now, whoa. No, your boy not going nowhere. Look, what happened was, I did some research and I realized that I wasn't the only Thoughts to Myself podcast out there. And, so there can only be one. You feel what I'm saying? So in order to keep my individuality and my originality, I switched up the game on them. I'm going to let them have that. Now, we will go under the Thoughts by DeVille D.I. podcast. That's right. Thoughts by DeVille D.I. is the new name, but you're going to get the same game. You feel what I'm saying, man? Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting me. And I hope that y'all stick around and take this ride with me as we go into these new beginnings. Peace.